Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and XRP price action has been getting rather interesting again. Well, to be honest with you, even when we saw the decline within the last few days or so of XRP price, it was still interesting. It just wasn't my favorite kind of interesting, but since that retrace from close to 80 cents, XRP down to about 48 cents, it's been popping back up. It's over 60 cents as I record this. I'll tell you what, I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. There's an analyst who says that a notable point of resistance will be XRP at $1.09, and he says that's in the cards, so that could be happening sooner than later. I've got another analyst who says, and it could be potentially within the next few weeks, and he's talking about the $2 price zone for XRP. I've also got a couple other articles I want to share, including this one from You Today, titled Quant Trader Explains Why XRP Saw a Massive Volatility Spike, and this one from the Daily Hodl, Crypto Analyst, who called historic Bitcoin collapse unveils latest outlook on Bitcoin. And the trader being discussed here, the first one in the article, there's actually a couple in the article, but the first one is Peter Brandt, who is a notable Ripple and XRP hater. For sure. However, he seems to be a rather talented chart analyst. So I just try and look past that, and I do actually value the opinions that he shares regarding Bitcoin, despite the fact that I think that the opinions he holds are silly about XRP, but that's a whole different thing. And so it was interesting because he actually called the Bitcoin bear bottom in 2018. Whatever the price was, I can't remember off the top of my head, maybe it was like 3,300, whatever it was. He called that. And he also called the top of the market, Bitcoin, at almost $20,000 in December of 2017. So he's got an interesting track record. There's a reason he's got hundreds of thousands of people following him on Twitter. But before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap the like button. I would definitely appreciate the support. And also, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel, because if you don't, you are dead to me. All right, into the content. XRP is, as I mentioned, sitting at 60 cents, 60.6 cents, in fact. Bitcoin's at $17,658. You've got the market cap at $532 billion, and Bitcoin dominance at 61.51%. And so who's calling for, sooner than later, perhaps, $1.09 XRP, none other than Dennis Schuck. He's a writer for Crypto Comes Here, and I'm not going to go through his full analysis, but it was interesting because this piece he wrote a little bit earlier today, and he was talking about how in the short term, mind you, when he wrote this, had not breached the 60-cent mark, and we got actually up to, as I record this, the 24-hour high was 64 cents. But he said that it's highly likely that they'd end up breaking through 60 cents, and sure enough, it happened. And they thought there might even be a little bit of retracement after that, and even that's panned out to this point, so that's kind of fascinating here. But $1.09 XRP. Well, I'll tell you what, look, I don't have a financial background. I'm not offering financial advice, so definitely do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write, but I'm happy to share my everyday Joe Schmo opinion, and I happen to believe that XRP is going to be worth substantially more than it is today. I do believe ultimately it will smash through its all-time high of almost $4. I just don't pretend to know what the time frame is going to look like, but XRP is simply following Bitcoin, and I think Bitcoin is going to be worth substantially more in the future, and so there you go. And that's even outside of fundamental reasons for being bullish on XRP. And then I watched a video from my fellow XRP YouTuber, Blockchain Backer, from a little bit earlier today, and he is still highly confident in XRP much sooner than later hitting that $2 zone. And so these are just a couple of the analysts that I'm following. I'm following a ton of analysts, and I don't put all of them in every single video, but the sentiment that I keep seeing shared is bullish. Even if there's a disagreement on to what degree, the answer is, in a nutshell, substantially higher than it is today. That's what I keep seeing from all of them. So maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, but the analysts, they were right about XRP breaking up, and I had never seen so many analysts all at once say, yeah, this thing's about to pop. And then in the days leading up to the rally from whatever XRP was at 29 cents, and it ran up, whatever, maybe it was lower than that, I can't remember, but it ran up to almost 80 cents. They were calling that, and they disagreed to varying degrees as far as, okay, maybe it's going to be 52 cents, somebody said 92 cents, Blockchain Backer said 65 cents. The point is, they were all highly confident this thing was about to take off, and they were correct. And what I'm sharing with you is what I'm seeing from them is that sentiment. And they all said, too, there would be a retracement. Well, that was not surprising. The retracement happened. Looks like we're in a new surge. And they're saying, yep, this thing's going to continue. We are not done with this yet. So I think it's going to be really super interesting over the coming weeks here. And lots of activity also, including on social media. So let's jump into this piece. Quant Trader explains why XRP saw a massive volatility spike. From November 21st to 24th, within 3 days, the price of XRP increased by over 136%. It rose from 32 cents to as high as 78 cents on Binance during a strong uptrend. A quantitative trader attributed the massive volatility to relatively low liquidity and a large surge in open interest. In 2017, the price of XRP peaked at over $3.20. At the time, Google Trends' popularity of the keyword XRP hit 100 points out of 100. During the recent rally, it rose to 63 points. The highest level it saw was in September 2018, when the Google Trends popularity reached 20. And in comparison, in early November, the popularity of the keyword was hovering at around 5 to 7 points. So, look, guys, that's a massive trend up. But, this all moves in cycles. You can only suppress the price of a crypto for so long because market cycles are a real thing, and the market moves together. It just freaking does. But anyway, this shows that the interest in the cryptocurrency spiked significantly as the rally began. And so into this piece now, crypto analyst who called historic Bitcoin collapse unveils latest outlook on Bitcoin. The crypto strategist who accurately predicted Bitcoin's crash in 2018 is offering his take on the markets after Bitcoin's first big correction since its rapid ascent to a high of $19,390. And to be clear, the reason this is incredibly important to me, even as an XRP holder, if I haven't made it clear enough yet, XRP follows the price action of Bitcoin. So, look, I'm not a maximalist of any coin. I want Bitcoin to do well, and I believe, for the foreseeable future anyway, that it's going to in terms of price appreciation. I think we haven't seen anything yet, in terms of okay, fine, we have. But I was thinking more so when I stated that, like, if you could fast forward like another 5 or 10 years, what we've seen to this point will look like effectively nothing. Just like if you look at the parabolic runs from like 2013 when Bitcoin was really starting to ramp up to crazy levels, that looks like nothing now. That looks like a little tiny bump on a chart now. If you have the full lifetime activity of just Bitcoin price action, it looks like nothing. And I think that's what this is going to look like. And so again, the reason that I feel excited about all this is because I know that XRP is just following Bitcoin. And so for that reason, it is worth knowing what's happening with the price action of Bitcoin. But anyway, in a new tweet, Peter Brandt tells his 383,000 followers that Bitcoin's current pullback is not an indication that the bull market is over. And here's a quote: Bitcoin may correct further, but prices have not topped. Indeed. The widely followed trader refers to the 2015 to 2017 Bitcoin bull market, where there were 9 notable corrections with an average decline of 37%. And so this is going to continue to happen. There have been pullbacks for the entirety of the lifespan of XRP and Bitcoin. It's not going to stop. It shakes people out. And it's just so funny because, like, I have this knowledge. I am sharing this knowledge with you. I am showing you. There's a graphical representation of what I'm talking about on the screen. Like, use your eyeballs. You can see that this is verifiably true. There are pullbacks. People emotionally respond. They get shaken out and they lose a bunch of money. So what I'm doing is I've made myself aware of this data, and then I don't behave along with the lemmings. I'm not a lemming that's walking off the cliff with the rest of them. I'm aware of the data, and I respond accordingly. And even if my emotions got all out of whack, I would calm myself down, and I would say, Matt, this is stupid. Remove the emotions. Remove the emotions, look at the facts, and just sit tight. And so that is personally what I do. And the data rings so true to me, and it's so obvious that this is reality and this is just how humans behave, that I don't get emotionally worked up. I haven't felt a negative, scared emotion about crypto or XRP in, my gosh, I'm pretty sure it was August of 2018. I think that was the last time it ever happened. And at that point, I'd been in crypto for less than a year. But it doesn't matter. The overall trend is going to continue to be up. And if I ever come across a reason where I don't think that's going to persist, I'll be happy to sound alarms from the mountaintops. I'll be happy to share it on this channel. But I could not be more bullish on this asset class, and XRP specifically, certainly. But anyway, Brandt says that a 37% drop from Bitcoin's recent high would drive prices all the way down to $12,300. And here's a quote. The interesting thing about the psychology of market speculation is this. Many traders who swore they would be buyers of a big dip when price was above $19,000 will actually become sellers under $15,000. Do you see what he's talking about there? That is true. I don't care if this guy hates XRP. He's speaking truth right there, unquestionably. What he's talking about there, I worded it as lemmings off a cliff. He's saying, yeah, even the people that are talking tough, oh my God, there's a dip I'm going to buy. No, they're going to sell. They're going to pass on. So many of it, just the psychology of it, they're going to panic sell. And so I feel like if we're armed with this information, look, I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I'm not giving any advice. I'm just saying arm yourself with the information so that you can make an informed decision that's not based on emotion. That is critical. If you let emotion do the driving of your buying and selling, I think that's a recipe for disaster. So make your own informed decision, but man, not with emotion. Like, please, not with emotion. But anyway, although Brandt is expecting a painful Bitcoin retracement, crypto analyst Michael Vanderpop does not see Bitcoin plunging all the way down to around $12,000. In a new video, Vanderpop is mapping out the levels at which buyers would likely step in and stop the Bitcoin bleeding. And here's a quote. Now, if we use the higher time frame chart, we see that there are some critical levels that the market should be holding, which is the zone between 15,800 and 16,300. That should be holding as support in general. We also have one around $13,600 to $14,000, which is the high of the summer. It's not likely that we're going to break anywhere further than that towards $12,000. I think that the $13,000 to $600 to $14,000 level is already the level that we're going to sustain. And so even if that happens, it's not the end of the world. I mean, gosh, it's so funny to me. Like, there's 12 freaking years of Bitcoin chart data, and still humans behave like this. Well, you can think, so it's not just crypto in which humans behave like this. It's the stock market too. You got 100 freaking years of stock market proving that it's a horrible idea to panic sell, and people still do it there too. So I don't want a piece of that. I ain't got no time for that, man. I'm just saying. So that's why I keep sharing this information, like, just because even though I'm never going to offer financial advice, I just want to help to remove the emotion at least. That to me makes a ton of sense. All right. All right, that's it for this video there. How do you think, guys? $1.09 all the way up to $2. I'm for it. To me, I suspect it's just a matter of time. So I'm just going to wait patiently. Whenever it happens, it happens. And I'm still not going to be selling, though, until we get past all-time highs. I can't imagine I'd be willing to sell any, because I think we're going way, way, way beyond that. But like I said, that's it. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!